hello. And good time zone. And what is up, gamers? Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. It's nice to see you. And I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. Hello, hello. Oh, my goodness gracious. I have this weird feeling like I'm missing something or I'm forgetting something, but it seems like everything is present and accounted for. It feels like I actually prepared really, really well. So I don't know what's giving me this vague sense of trepidation, just nervousness. I don't know what's going on with that. That's really weird. Anyways, hi. Oh, it's good to be here. It's good to see y'all. It is a good time of the week. Welcome in, everybody. How are you doing? Many distractions. Welcome on in. How are you doing? It's wonderful to see you. Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a good one. Turn up, thank you so much for the lurk. I very much appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Hope you have a lovely, lovely lurk. Indigo, hello to you as well. How are you doing? Welcome on in. I was testing my chat bot before chat started on account of it looked like it wasn't working, and I was right. It was not working. So I have now corrected it. If you can see chat, you can see that it says, "Did you know that a sunfish can release up to 300 million eggs when it spawns?" That's a lot of eggs. Anyways, which is our egg fact, and also just the command I like to use to check and see if chatbot is working. Is my camera working? Oh, there's this like camera delay again. Uh-oh. I don't understand why it does this when it's supposed to be connected via a USB cable and not the Wi-Fi. Okay, it seems my hands seem to be matching my dialogue again. I love you all. There we go. Perfect. Okay, good. The sync has fixed itself. I am going to remove today's paints from my very, very unfancy little box that they live in, which is literally just the cardboard box that they came in. Because it's just, I don't know. Honestly, it's the only way I have to keep them, because I don't have any, like, palettes that have empty spaces for new pans. I really need to get just, like, a blank palette that I can just fill up with my own pans, especially for a project that I've got hopefully coming up fairly soon, where we're going to get to do some weird paint science together on stream, which I think will be very, very, very fun. Hopefully we'll get some useful paint out of it, but hopefully we'll also get some interesting results, because I genuinely don't know how this is gonna go, and I'm very excited for it. Okay, I want to remove these paints from their little papers in some semblance of an order. So yeah, every time I use these paints, I just wrap them back up in the paper they came from. Also very useful for me for knowing what color of paint is this? Oh, it's Shire Blue from Schminke, which is, again, I always say this when I use this paint, but it is a bullshit name, pardon my French. Because, I mean, look at it. It's green. Anyways, I was just about to draw, so this is perfect timing, says Indigo. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. I love a draw-along. I don't know, honestly, I like, even I on stream find it motivating to know that other people are also doing artwork. It makes the making of things, I don't know, I just find it really, I assume that other people do this as well. When if I'm going to be just sitting in the studio by myself off stream creating artwork, I will put on an art stream if literally no one I know is art streaming at the time, and it's very, very rare that no one I know is online during the hours that I'm awake, which is fantastic. I will throw on like a VOD of a stream or something of a similar kind of vibe that just feels like somebody's working on something. And I find it a very helpful, weirdly motivating practice. Just somebody else is not, you're not working together, somebody else is just there also doing the thing. It just makes it easier to do the thing. There is a word for this. Is it body doubling? I think it's body doubling. Which I don't know. It's a weird, that's a weird term for me, because when I think of body doubles, I think of like when you're doing filming and stuff and you need to set up a shot, or you need, say, like just somebody like in the background of a shot, but that like actor is not available, like they're someplace else at the time. So you get a body double to like stand to stand in for them. Um, for those purposes. Or like, yeah, if you're doing a shot and somebody needs to be like reacting to somebody, but the actor isn't available, you just get someone like a body double. So that's what I think of. Parallel play, says Indigo. Yes, that's a term I've heard as well. I guess it is. Yeah, parallel work, says Indigo. Yeah, exactly. It's parallel work, because I think parallel play is also what they use to refer to like the method of like actual play, where you, instead of like doing an act, like two like youngins doing an activity together, they're just sitting together both doing their own separate things, as a preferred method of togetherness as an activity. Like, I'm going to line up all of my nail polishes on the edge of my dresser, and then I'm going to line up all of my nail polishes on the edge of my dresser, but in a different order. Which was very normal of me. Anyways. Believe it or not, I used to try and wear nail polish because I thought it was, when I was like young, I used to try and wear nail polish because I thought it was cool. Yeah, I do too many things with my hands for that to have been feasible. Parasocial parallel places, Indigo, yes, bingo. I mean, I guess that's kind of like that's a preferred shared activity, I think, of my partner and I in the evenings. He's taken up Animal Crossing again, so I've taken up Animal Crossing again as well, and we'll just sit playing it. You know, sometimes we'll visit each other's islands to like exchange stuff, but a lot of the time we'll just be like sitting and doing things on our own Animal Crossing islands together, and just telling each other what we're up to. You know, he'll be like, "Oh, I got a campsite villager. His name is Lionel, and he's moving in tomorrow," you know? Lionel is so cute. I love him so much. He is a lion villager, unsurprisingly, but I also already knew about the villager Lionel because he was in the, like, Build People Holiday Homes DLC. And his preferred holiday home theme was he just wanted a house that was entirely centered around, like, the toilet. So I just made him, like, the fanciest bathroom possible. Like, I gave him a gold toilet with plenty of, like, privacy screens and a really nice sink and lots of, you know, soft, fluffy towels for drying his hands. And it was so stupid. It's like, this is the stupidest idea for a house, but you know, some people are really shy about going to the bathroom, and so if you need to literally fly to a private island to go to a holiday home by yourself in order to like do a pee, hey, like, respect. That's fair enough. I'm not gonna judge. Anyways, Many Distractions says, was having a bit of a panic attack this morning, but it seems to be fading. Oh no! I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm very glad to hear, though, that you're feeling better. And I hope I can provide a safe and gentle environment to chillax in and feel all right. I know there's some pretty big things happening in the UK today. I did want to programming note, just remind everybody again that I don't know exactly what time my partner's getting home today. Because obviously he takes the bus, so he is kind of beholden to public transit. However, I will be ending stream early today because as soon as my person gets home, I've got to change out of my pajama trousers because I'm wearing a go out shirt, but I am wearing pajama trousers. And so as soon as my partner gets home, I'm going to have to change into going out of the house trousers, and we're going to book it out of here to our local polling station, which is still a bit of a walk away. We're going to Pokemon go to the polls and do our civic duty. So that is my plan for stream. So I don't know what time we'll be ending, but I will send you in the direction of somebody cool on a raid, but I'm gonna have to raid and run. as soon as we do. But hopefully we can have a nice, gentle time in the meantime, and just kind of chill and think about, what if Baba Yaga's hut, but a subway station? Because why not? Samantha, hey, how's it going? Welcome in. How are you doing? How's your Thursday? She says, send a message to the government by voting in your PJs. The message is, I'm very seepy, and I need you to be good this time, please. Please. Anyways, what if Baba Yaga's hut was our PM, says Samantha? I feel like they would do a significantly better job than many of the leading politicians in this country. So, I don't know what their party's manifesto looks like, but if they had some sound, sensible, and community supportive policies proposed, I would consider giving them my vote. Sure. Anyways, I'm gonna do something weird, I think. Should I start by painting in these little guys and then make my way up to the house? Or should I start by painting in the house and make my way down to these little guys? I don't know what the best way to go about it will be. I could paint the pride flag in first. That feels like the most important piece of the painting, to be fair. I've taken the little lid off of my teeny tiny brush, so maybe I'll do that. I'm going to take a sip of a beverage because I'm feeling quite thirsty now that I'm speaking. I haven't spoken to anybody at all day, except I did have a bit of a rant to myself because I was thinking about a Hungarian food dish that is a word that I find really hard to pronounce because there's this one letter combination in Hungarian that, despite being, 40 years of familiarity on a I don't quite speak it level with the Hungarian language, this is the one set of letters in any language that I've come across, and I feel fairly learned as a linguistic individual. This is the one that I really struggle with, and of course it is the language of my family, which is really embarrassing. But it is a hard set of letters to get around the pronunciation of if you're not a native speaker of Hungarian, and as an English speaker I think it's quite difficult because we don't really have anything close to it. And it's the GY combo. Literally, one of the first things that you learn in any language is how do you count the basic set of numbers. The number one, the word for the number one in Hungarian is egy. So it's got that EGY, egy. It's so hard to get correctly in my mouth. And it's really embarrassing. And I find it harder, especially if oftentimes you'll find it in situations where it's GY and then a consonant sound, and I'm my mouth can't do that. I can't make it sound correct, and it's so embarrassing. So yeah, I was thinking about that because I remembered this, we have cherries in the freezer, and I was like, cherry soup. Cold cherry soup. This is something that I heard someone saying the other day in a YouTube video or something, that they don't think that it was to do with the is cereal a kind of soup question, cereal with milk, and they were no, if it's cold it's not soup. I'm so many cuisines have cold soups, mate. Cold cherry soup in Hungary. What the hell, dude? Or there's zaru soba in Japan as well, which is a cold noodle soup situation. Deliciousness. But anyways. That was a really weird question. Hi, Lux, welcome in. How are you doing? Last night I had... Oh, did you now? Did you now? Congratulations. How is it going? It's lovely to see you. Is cold pizza not pizza anymore, says Gliraf? Yeah, exactly. It's a nonsensical opinion, I think. Just incredibly silly. Um, also, hi, how are you doing? It's very good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a lovely Thursday as well. It's going, says Lux. I'm glad to hear that it is continuing to go. I'm very tired and it's too hot here again. Ah, boo worms. I wish I could waft a cold breeze in your direction. There is a bit of a breeze coming in my window. If it's too noisy, let me know and I'll shut it. But I hope that you're able to keep yourself cool, stay hydrated, drink lots and lots and lots of fluids. Lots and lots and lots of fluids. Hydration is very important. It's one of those things where I was like, is it that important? Because I just feel, I drink a ton of water and I don't feel amazing. I don't feel good. I don't feel better. But then if I do not drink enough water, I feel like garbo. Like, any day I'm like traveling, I usually end up not being able to drink enough fluids because I'm like, I want to have a glass of water, but I know I'm not going to be able to pee for the next 2 hours because I'm going to be on a train or whatever. Then, you know, I just end up feeling hungover and awful. So yeah, no, important, very important. Anyways, Gliraf says, I am exhausted. Oh no, but I'm going to jump into free time now. Wanted to drop by though. It's lovely to see you. I hope you have some lovely free time and also manage to get yourself some rest. Very much so. Is noodle soup cereal? This is a good question. I'm gonna have to have some thinky thoughts about how exactly it is we define cereal. Because there are different temperatures of cereal. There's cold cereals and hot cereals. You can have Cheerios or you can have porridge. Though the way I make porridge, I wouldn't consider it a soup because it is way too thick to constitute soup. I make my porridge, when they say on the packet, it's like you microwave it for 2 minutes. I give it 5. Because I want that to be, I want it to be like a solid. I want it to be, you could cut slices into it, you know. It should be thick enough to stand on. And that is just my preference. But if it tastes like vaguely raw oats suspended in liquid, nah, meh. Good luck on the drawing, says Gliraf. Oh, thank you very much. Rest is exactly what I'll get to now. No internet in the garden. Hope y'all have fun with the art stream. Thank you so very much indeed, and have a wonderful rest in the garden. Sounds very nice. I mean, it's mostly wheat, which is a cereal, so yes, says Samantha. Huh. I guess in that case, is noodle soup a subcategory of cereal, or is cereal a subcategory of soup? And if it is, does noodle soup, I think, are we drawing a distinction between, no, because you cook the oats and such when you make like a hot cereal like porridge. So it's not a case of like, you put the cereal in, you add the liquid, but you don't cook it. Because you can, if you're making something like a porridge. It isn't a breakfast cereal, no. But I also don't eat cereal for breakfast. Cereal is a snack for me. Usually like a nighttime after dinner snack, I will have a bowl of cereal with milk. Because I'm like, I just want something just simple and light. And cereal, I don't know, it's not something that I'm likely to reach for in the mornings. At least not in my own home. If I'm visiting other people and they have cereal, I'll be like, hell yeah. But no. Anyways. Samantha says, I think most people have forgotten that we are dropping part of the name when we call breakfast cereals just cereal. This is true. I mean, I realize it's anomalous and somewhat off book of me to be having breakfast cereal for like, you know, a post-evening meal. I recognize that this is a little bit weird and silly. Okay, I think I'm gonna do the pride flag first and foremost. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit of Galaxy Pink, which is, it looks pretty red in the pan, but when you swatch it out here, it is quite a cool pink, actually. It is, I can't remember what it's a blend of, but it looks to me like just a slightly darker Potter's pink. I really like Potter's Pink. I think it's a gorgeous color, so I have no complaints. But I'm going to add a little bit of orange to this in the hopes of making something that looks a little bit redder. Hopefully this is a visible color, but I guess we'll find out. This is all going to be something of a muted palette, but hopefully when it all comes together, it will look appropriately LGBTQ+. So far, so good, I think. Okay, so I'm actually going to grab a little square of tissue and use that to, because I don't want my brush to get too wet, because I don't want to be doing like washes of this. So I'm just going to blot it down on some paper towel, I think. And then I'm just going to use Tundra. Tundra orange is a nice, fairly clear orange. And we're using it in a fairly small space, so I'm not super concerned about, like, the color separation aspect of the paint here. Though I am hoping to use that to some effect on the larger portions of it, like the house and the legs. But for now, this will do quite nicely. I hope. Unless just like zero paint actually got picked up and no paint wants to appear on the paper. Okay. Just a little bit. Just a little more. Okay, I think we should be good to go. That's better. Nice, fairly vibrant stripe there. Pretty. Isn't that pretty? Delightful. Okay. I can't believe we are under an hour in and we're actually putting paint down, but I am very aware of the fact that, as I did mention earlier, we are on a bit of a time budget today. We have a bit of a time discount because of the fact that I have to go to the pools after stream. But yeah, just I guess a heads up. I did put this in the, and I'm sure if you live in the UK, you know this anyways. You don't need me to tell you this, but if you live in the UK and you haven't voted and you are an individual who is eligible to vote, please go vote. I look forward to doing so myself. It is, I know sometimes folks be like, oh, well, my vote's not going to make a difference. Or whatever. Or to be honest, all of the candidates suck or whatever. And it's like, you know what? Some do suck more than others. There will be someone in your area who is at least marginally less bad. And even though, like, everything about it is kind of depressing and feels kind of bad, I think most of us can agree that we'd rather attempt to effect some manner of positive change than to just have a, it's not gonna make any difference because everything's bad anyways attitude. It will make a difference, and it can make a difference, but only if enough people shed the attitude of it doesn't make a difference. You know, like, there are candidates in my area who I do believe have a pretty good outlook on, you know, things and what's important and what they would like to do for our community. And so I do think that it is important for me to make my opinion about that heard in the most effective way I have of doing so, which is putting a little tick in a box and then putting the piece of paper in a big box. So, you know, yeah. Anyways, Luck says all options may suck, but there's only one party with a chance of winning that isn't overtly fascistic. Yes. And, I mean, yeah, like, is it great? No. Is it ideal? No. Is it... I don't want to, okay, I'll be honest, I don't want to get too heavy into this, because I'm stressed, and I think a lot of us are stressed, and, I think talking about it and venting and all that is important, but I also think it's important to, I don't know, just feel okay for a minute, but, but Merry Democracy Eve indeed. Hello, Kobe. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome. Lux says, Sammy, just be happy you don't live in the Canada. Oh, I regularly am. As much as there are things I miss about Canada, like fruit roll-ups and the Good Cheerios cereal, I'm also very happy to live in the UK for all of its many problems. And believe me, it has many problems. But you know, it also has rhubarb flavored yogurt, and it's where my house is. It has a lot of really lovely native birds, and my partner's from here, and it's easier for us to continue to live here than it would be to try and move the both of us there. Which is a really long-winded way of saying this is my home. Anyways, I might be thinking about properly moving back to the UK after the next Canadian election, says Lux. Hey, well, you'd be very welcome to do so. I say as someone who has no sway over the immigration system. I've just lived through it. And that was an adventure and a half, to say the least. I am mixing up so much green paint, and literally I'm painting a gosh dang stripe. This is so stupid. But here we are. Beans. There is sometimes a tiny little, like, droplet of water just wants to sit on this metal bit, and I have to make sure to get rid of it real good, because I don't want it to blob onto the paper, which has happened. Just look at the dogs at polling stations. Hashtag if you're feeling sad, says Kobe. Hell yeah. Why can't I elect a dog? I bet they'd do a better job. Hoping Labor makes it easier to get a visa. Yeah, I have no idea. But if you want to do it, it's certainly worth trying. I don't know if you want a list of reasons why the country sucks, as well, just to prepare you. But yeah, anyways, it's time for a sip it. It's time for a sip it. Oh, that was the thing I wanted to tell y'all about. Okay, this is so stupid, but you know how I was talking about speaking Hungarian earlier, and then I got distracted by what today is. But okay, so you know I was talking about speaking Hungarian earlier, and how that like GY letter combination makes a sound that we do not have in English. Which is how you get words like the number one being edge. Which again is just it's so hard to do. But anyways, because of this, you know the Pokemon Gyarados, which is pronounced Gyarados as far as I know, but because of the way that the name looks, my brain sees it, and my familiarity with the Hungarian language, my brain sees it, and it's just like, oh, Gyarados. That's how I pronounce it. It's just like, what do you mean this isn't like a really weird looking Hungarian name? What do you mean this isn't a weird looking Hungarian's name? It's not Gyarados. It's not Gyarados. It's not Gyarados. It's Gyarados to me. Which I love. I think that sounds really cool. So whenever I encounter one when I'm dooting around trying to catch them all, I'm just like, oh, the Hungarian one. Anyways, so that's my Pokemon story for today. Isn't that thrilling? But yeah. Okay, I need to make blue, which is because this is not blue, it is weirdly difficult to make blue. I actually have to mix teal and a little bit of violet together and kind of hope that the pigments play ball. And for the most part, they honestly they surprisingly do make a nice, this is a blend of the blue and the violet, and it actually makes a quite nice, it's quite a muted, like, grayish blue, but it does look blue. It definitely does look blue, so it will work for our blue stripe. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Is this a perfect gay flag? No. But is it, you can tell what it's supposed to be? I think so. I think so, and that's the important thing. Okay, how am I gonna make... Now, I could just use the violet to make purple, but again, it is quite a blue violet in and of itself because of the pigments that are used to make it. And I think if I actually just add a little extra of the galaxy pink, I can kind of brighten it up a little bit. Did I just pick up the... Oh, flip. That was the orange! No! That will just... No, I do not want to use orange for that. That will just turn it brown. Oh, jeez. What a dum-dum. No, that's a better purple, I think. Maybe just a smidgen of the violet more. Just a smidgen more violet. Ooh, yeah, that's... Hang on. Just a smidgen more pink. There it is. That's like a rich aubergine. Sexy. The German name just drops the Y's in to go, so it's just... So that... I would read that as Gyarados. And it makes so much more sense. Yeah, if you're pronouncing it as Gyarados, like the Y is silent. Whereas at least there is some linguistic sense to me to pronouncing it as Gyarados. You know? But, yeah, I don't know, unless... What's the name for it in Japanese? Because certainly you see, there are words that start with like a GY something in Japanese as well. Oh, now I can't, now I can't think of any of them. Oh, gyutan is a kind of, it's beef tongue. There you go. And now, you know, it is one of the specialty, fun fact, gyutan, or beef tongue, is one of the, like, specialty, like, delicacy foods of where my, the Japanese branch of my family-in-law come from. But my sister-in-law is vegetarian. Yay! Though, in fairness, I also would not eat beef tongue. I don't eat meats. So I would be well fed, and I have very little interest in trying the local beef tongue specialty. My husband eats meats sometimes, so I can leave it. I did ask him if he'd ever tried, like, Sendai beef tongue, and he's like, no. And I'm like, would you do it, like, for me? I just want to find out what it's like without actually eating it, because I don't eat meats. But you do anyway, so you might as well. And I don't think that's anything that would be like a yuck food for him, because, you know, he's British. Anyways, Japanese name is phonetically Gyarados. Okay. So it's just that pronounced, like, spelled in like Japanese character. Okay. Pokemon name pronunciation controversial as ever, says Indigo. Ah, jeez. It's a very popular meat in several cultures. Oh yeah, I mean, you, like, my parents-in-law here in the UK, just get, like, tongue slices to put in, like, their sandwiches. So, there you go. I love a lingua taco, says Lux. There you go. If you didn't know it was tongue, you'd have no idea. Hello, Lino. Welcome on in. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome. Samantha says that Magikarp's Japanese name is Koi King. Aww. It is the king of carp. Oh, I heard recently there is lore to do with magic harp in, and that I guess is lost on anyone who isn't like, or most non-Japanese people, because there's like a Japanese I don't know, like superstition isn't quite the right word, but like something like that says if a like koi carp were able to like ascend to swim up a waterfall, it would transform into a dragon. So there you go. Anyways, that's really cute though. Koi King. Oh, bless. But yeah, anyways. Just so you can see that I did say okay, so here's the fun story. I noticed fairly far into the making of this piece that the building that this is based on had a bay window, but I said gay window instead of bay window on stream, and so I said, well, I'm gonna have to make it a gay window then, and so I put a pride flag hanging outside of it, and now it looks like a pride flag. And I don't know, it's a pretty subtle rainbow, but I just think it's so stinking cute, and it has tickled me so much that I am kicking my feet with delight. I don't know if you can hear, but like I'm literally just stomping my feet with joy, and I can't stop. Kobe says, at the Yellow River in Henan is a waterfall called the Dragon Gate. It is said that if certain carp called Yulong can climb the cataract, they will transform into dragons. Every year in the third month of spring, they swim up from the sea and gather in vast numbers in the pool at the foot of the falls. It used to be said that only 71 could make the climb in any year. Wow. It is a symbol of improvement through hard work in Asia. That's rad as heck. Thank you so much for the additional information as well, Kobe. Very much appreciated. We love learning new stuff here on this stream. It makes me very happy. And that's really, really cool. Also, sorry, my throat is not a happy camper. I don't think I've had enough to drink today, so I'm going to take a sip of my delicious decaf. Tastes like bean. The gay window lets you see out. It sure does, Lino. It sure does. Okay, what am I going to color in next? Do I want to color in these little guys? Do I want to color in the train? Do I want to start working? I kind of want to do all of the things other than the house and then work on the house. I don't know why. I think I'm the most nervous about this portion because I really want it to turn out like cute and kind of correctly, I suppose. I mean, I want these little guys to turn out cute and kind of correctly as well, but still. Okay, but I think I will start with them. I'm not doing like a background to this piece. It's just going to be this weird little scene on white. Because I think otherwise I would have to work out the logistics of how exactly this train platform works and how did they get down there under... Because this is... nothing about this makes sense. And I don't want to have to explain it. So, that's that. While I think about that for a second, I will feel very bad if I do not force myself to do a little bit of self-promo. But first I'm going to check in with chat, because Kobe says, I do love when Pokemon does an obscure cultural reference. They're rare nowadays, but stuff like Farfetch'd make a lot more sense in context. Oh, yes. I remember reading or hearing something about Farfetch'd as well, and like the Farfetch'd lore, and it was quite cool as well. But also, when you get Pokemon like Klefki, which just looks like, you know, a happy little keychain, which could seem like, you know, did they run out of ideas? But no, it's based on, I love this class of Japanese creature, which I can't, oh man, what is the name of them? That are basically creatures that derive from an object that when it grows old, when this like object grows old, it gains a spirit. So you get things like futons that come to life. Some of them are malicious, some of them are mischievous, some of them are just chill. Depending on sort of the type of creature and the lore and the, I suppose, individual temperaments of the object monster. But that segues quite well into Tsukumogami. Thank you very much, Lux. Thank you. I fucking love Farfetch, says Lino. Hell yeah. Also, hey Thea, welcome in as well. Klefki also gets access to the ability Prankster and a suit of ability, allowing you to build the most annoying Pokemon to fight against. Ooh, I need to do this. Thank you also, Kobe. Snap, indeed. Thank you. I am very, very, very bad at remembering that, which is horrible because I did a painting of one of them, and it is part of my shop update, which I wanted to share because I can, and I'm also really terrible at self-promo. I hate it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm very, very shy, and I think it makes people like me less, and I'm very sorry. But also, I just launched a cheeky little shop update, and I thought I would let you know, just in case you want to know about it. Feel free to tell your friends, that would be really cool, but obviously you don't have to, and I don't mind, and I'm just happy that you're here. This is my Instagram page, but this is my ship. And here's some of the new stuff that I did. I did this little sticker of a guy who is a cup of hot chocolate, as you do. This is very normal of me. I was trying to describe this guy in the alt text of a post I made about it, and I was just like, think the Kool-Aid Man, except it's a cozy mug of hot chocolate with whipped cream and pink marshmallows, and they're wearing slippers on their feet. So there you go. I also did this art print of some kiwi birds, plap, 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 plap. Having a nice time. Oh, Indigo says it has such an awesome name in German. What's his name in German? I need to know. This is Kiwi Burbs. The egg is to scale, by the way. I don't know how their cloacas handle it, but there you go. And also, you may remember this. Man, I am so slow with getting this stuff done, but I wanted to do a print of this painting that I did of Blue Hour quite a while ago. Just because I think it's real cozy, and I don't know, maybe other people would think it's cozy too. I don't know. I'm really bad at gauging what other people are going to like out of my collection of works. And oh, would you look at this? It's the Casa Obake, which is the umbrella monster, who is just a shy little buddy. These guys vary in terms of their description. Sometimes they've got 2 feet, sometimes they've got 1 foot, sometimes they've just got like 1 eye, and sometimes they've got a big creepy tongue, but sometimes they look like this, and so I drew one that looked like that, and they're having a nice time, and it's honestly one of my favorite things I've done as an artwork, because I'm silly like that. This is Clarence. Surfetched in German is Lauchselot. Oh, nice, meaning leek and Lancelot. I love it. That's fantastic. Very, very good. This is Clarence. He's very proud of his brand new phonograph machine. And the last one, this is just a little mini update. The last one is this little paper guy. Just chilling on top of a little stack of antiquarian books. And you definitely... I don't know. I had a giggle making interesting translations for the book covers, so have fun with that. Anyways, that's the shop update. There's so much other stuff in the... There is so much in the shop. There is a stupid amount in the shop. There's the cringe duo and milk guys and gnome husbands. There's werewolves and vampire bats. There are little landscapes and creepy stuff, and so much Terry the Fork Mage. There's still a couple of Hollow Knight art prints, though very much coasting near to selling out, which is fun, because I am running out of space in my studio merch area, so please tell your friends. Please tell your friends. Anyways, that's that. That's the shop update. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for sticking with me on that little tour. And yeah, back to the stream, back to the artwork, back to chat. Kobe says, I love yokai. They are either the most terrifying thing you've ever seen or just cute little guys and there's no in between. Oh, I know, right? And sometimes they're kind of both. Like, speaking of games that incorporate, you know, sort of, like Japanese folklore and creatures and what have you into their games, Kappen in Animal Crossing is a kappa, which is another type of Japanese creature dude, which is a weird kind of froggy looking guy with like a bowl shaped head, and they really love cucumbers, which is also why the just like cucumber filled maki rolls that you get from like sushi restaurants and that you can make if you are me and it's your favorite are called kappa maki, not because that means cucumber, but because they would be a kappa's favorite. There you go. Anyways, Crack Bandicoot stealing Sammy's sanity is a requested terrible drawing time. Okay, thank you. I know that is. I can definitely draw that, or I can definitely attempt to. Anyways, oh my god. Thea says, it's cool when you share art prints and things you've made. You've gotten really good at showing off your things, and I'm proud of you, and I like you a lot. I like you too. Hey. Also, thank you. I'm trying my best. I'm so shy. I'm such a shy plum. It is very difficult for me, and I am garbo at marketing. And it's usually an exercise in making me feel bad about myself because I'm garbo at marketing. And I don't know how to make people like my artwork, but I'm trying my best. So thank you. Lina wants a terrible drawing time, so let's get on that. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's go. Now then. Hit him. Allow me to introduce real quickly for the uninitiated what the deal is with terrible drawing time. You see, if you've got 5,000 channel points, you can request for me to have 5 minutes or less to draw a character or concept of your choosing from memory or sight unseen on a terrible drawing canvas such as this. We have, so far on this one, we've got some gay frogs doing a smooch. The Canadian musical luminary Anne Murray is there for some reason. We have a Moomin who's also a goblin, which was really fun. We have, what Pokemon was this? It's a kangaroo dinosaur mushroom. I don't know. We have an Ewok taking a nap, which is disturbing. And we have, honestly, what I think is quite possibly one of my best terrible drawing sketches of all time, which is a whale building a sandcastle on the beach. Anyways. That was Breloom. Thank you. Yes, it was Breloom. Okay, my pencils. Oh, jeez. I am so I was like, I'm so prepared. I'm ready for stream. Everything's gonna be fine. And then this clown went and left their pencil and eraser in the other room. So I will be RB. So, I had put my pencil inside my purse, because I took it with me because I was out of the house yesterday and I wanted to get some work done on a sketchbook page to share over on the Patreon. Because the pencil is so tiny, it is very hard to find even in the very small pocket that I put my art supplies into in my purse. Which is very silly of me. Patreon sketch isn't quite finished because I kept getting distracted looking at reference pictures for it. But it'll be up in the next day or so with a brand new discount code. But in the meantime, the old discount code still applies if you are a patron. And you want 10%. Oh yeah, there's the thing. Patrons get 10% off everything in the shop. It is a permanent forever discount, though the name of it changes periodically. So if you ever think to yourself, gee, I would like to buy just a ton of shit from the shop, um, you'll save money. You'll save money if you join the Patreon. But then you can cancel again after a month, so that you don't keep getting charged if you don't want to keep getting charged. That's also fine. It's it's a fun loophole for people. Anyways, it might be time for Sammy to invest in a new pencil. No, Lino, I can still listen. For so long as it is long enough for me to fit into a pencil sharpener and comfortably turn, I will keep using this one. So it probably has about another month in it left. Maybe less, I don't know, but I'm gonna miss this little buddy when it's done because it's great. I do actually have a set of Moomin pencils. I bought at Oxfam a while ago and I've started one of them, so I do have a new pencil. Oh no, Samantha says, Lino, once the pencil is gone, so is terrible drawing time. No, can you imagine? That would be so sad. That would be so sad. I don't know. This drawing feels like it's going to be somewhat of a lie because it suggests that I had some sanity in the first place for Crack Bandicoot to steal, but you know, hey. 5 minutes on the clock, starting now. Let's go. Okay, this is going to be real stupid. I'm going to pop it right here. I'm going to try and... Oh god, I have to remember what Crack Bandicoot looks like. This is a pencil of Theseus or something, says Lino, sure. I have to try and remember what Crack Bandicoot looks like. Oh no. Okay, so, how am I gonna represent this? First of all, he's got a nose. It's kind of like that. And then, like that. And he's got a big smile. And do I give him... How is his tooth? Is it like a one of these teeth? I think it maybe is. And he's gonna look extra happy today, I think. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, and then the ears are kind of like... kind of fluffy. Oh no, I feel like this may be the most cursed iteration of Crack Bandicoot I've ever done. Oh jeez. And he's just gonna kind of have his hands out like this. His little glovies, because he's got little gloves on. I believe he's got little gloves on. And then he's got his little jeans, because of course he's wearing his jeans. I think, are they jeans or are they shorts? Man, I'm like questioning my own, do I remember my own artwork? Not really. I'm gonna have him sort of like this, just so you can see that there's like an additional shoe back there. Then he's got like, I think, a pair of like these kinds of sneakery shoes. And oh man, he's so, can I make him even happier? I feel like I maybe can. Just... Yeah, he's like, yay, everything's fine, it's gonna be okay. This is good. And here's me. How much time do I have? I've got 2.5 minutes. Okay, I've got 2.5 minutes. I got this. Oh my god. New pencil will come with delightful drawing time, says Samantha. Hey, it's called Artistic Freedom, says Indigo. Thank you. A name change would make it more accurate. No. But also thank you, Theo. Anyways, here's a reminder. Oh no, I'm supposed to be doing it from memory, Samantha, but also thank you. Heck, everything's fine, says Many Distractions. Everything is indeed fine. So here is a rendition of what my own face looks like. And I am, as you can see, suffering here. Very much I am suffering. What side do I part my hair on? Ah, beans. Can I remember? How does it work? So it would be over here. Is it, how do I represent this? I think I'm going to kind of like this. I'm wearing my hair up today, so I'm going to be wearing my hair up here. But it's also kind of messy and crappy. So it's going to be kind of messy and crappy. Kind of just little random extra hairs sticking out here and there because I'm tired. There we go. There's me, and he's just I'm just a sad lump. Oh no. In my little cardigan. In my little I'm streaming shirt. There we go. And just woo. My sanity is being pulled out of my head. I feel like I don't know how else to represent it. Do you part it on the dark side or the light side? I don't know anymore. I'm all confused. I think this is correct. That's the timer anyway, so that's terrible drawing time. Here I am being... just... I feel like this is a pretty accurate representation of just what I look like in general, so I feel pretty good about that, even if... Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Well, I hope you're happy. And thank you. Okay. Terrible drawing time. You go for a rest over there. We'll get back to our painting. And yeah. Anyways, if Samantha's message about dark sides and light sides was an oblique reference to the Force, the answer is neither, because I don't like the bad guys, but also the good guys kind of suck in their own special way. I just think that they'd be a lot happier if they allowed themselves to do it if they want to. Like, obviously not everybody wants to and not everybody has to, and that is totally cool as well. But telling people who want to do it that they can't do it is always going to cause problems. So I'm on the, like, I don't know, the side, I'm not on the dark side or the light side. I'm on the rainbow side, and the rainbow side can do it if they want to. That's the difference. We're very nice, but we can also be intimate with consenting adults. Anyways. Crack Bandicoot certainly is happy. He sure is. Yup, I hope you like it, Lino. I tried my best. Looks like he's cooling you down on a difficult summer day, says Theo. Aw, that's really sweet, actually. Aw, jeez. Dude having an emotional crisis goes to Jedi Master. Jedi Master, just stop caring. I wonder if the NHS mental health care is run by Jedi, actually, says Samantha. I don't know. I don't know. My, don't follow my example, chat, but I don't like going to doctors about things if I can avoid it at all. Just because of past bad experiences. Anywho. But, let's dwell on that. Let us instead decide that we're gonna paint these little buddies, because it's a small space and I feel like it will take relatively not that much time, because I don't know how much time we have, because my person will be arriving, at some point for us to a Pokemon Go to the polls. Okay, I am literally just using Tundra Orange for this hair. I think it's a muted enough orange that I can get away with it for, like, a slightly ginger person. And have it not look super weird. That does look super weird. I want to blot it. Where's my tissue gone? My tissue's fallen on the floor. Hold up. Anyways. Okay. Actually, I think that might be all right. No, it does look weird. Oh, jeez. Okay. There. Did I fix it or did I make it worse? I don't know. Hopefully it'll look okay when it's done. I don't know at this point. I think there's a bit that's kind of sticking out on the right-hand side that I'm just gonna actually attempt to lift a little bit because I think it looks funny. There we go. Okay. Yeah, fixed it. Fixed it! Yay! I think that's some hair. It's a little bit messy, but also it gets windy down in the subway tube, so that kind of stands to reason. Now, how am I gonna, if I take, okay, I've got a little slip of orange still on here. I'm gonna add a little violet to it and hope that they kind of cancel each other into a grayish, brownish situation. And I was pretty much right. Okay, fantastic. Yay, good stuff. This is so tiny. This is so tiny that I realize it's probably challenging for y'all to see any of what's going on here. And also it's kind of hard for me to do. But now they have hair, fantastic. And obviously none of these colors are appropriate tones for human flesh. So I'm gonna have to try and make some beige and brown. But I think I'm actually gonna do super quick BRB. I will be back in literally like a minute. Please enjoy the song in the meantime. And yeah. What's your favorite breakfast cereal? I'm going to specify breakfast cereal because otherwise we might be talking about noodle soup. Enjoy the BRB screen. Think on that for a moment. I'll be back in a sec. You're all breathtaking. Alright, hello, I'm back. Let's look at some art. Hi. Okay, welcome back. Noodles, says Many Distractions. Excellent answer. Just a wonderful answer. Though, you know, that being said, I mean, there's nothing stopping you from eating ramen noodles as a breakfast cereal. Just crunch them up in the package so they're little spoon-sized bits, pour it into a bowl, and then add a milk of your choosing and have the most disgusting food combination I could think of. That sounds absolutely freaking nasty. Though I do like, before I ever had, like, cooked instant ramen, I grew up eating raw ramen blocks as a snack. Crunching them up, shaking in some of the seasoning powder, shaking it up, and just having them as, like, a crunchy snack. And then someone was like, you know, you're supposed to cook them, right? And I'm like, I guess? But that was how they were introduced to me as a food. But anyways. Okay, so, what answer? Big fan of tomato soup, says Indigo. Is there even, yeah, Samantha says, is there even any cereal in tomato soup? I don't know. Cheerios are the best. Eos, she also says. I love Cheerios. One of the things I request when I'm visiting my family in Canada is like, okay, I'm gonna be jet-lagged. Can you please just buy a box of Cheerios for me to have Cheerios the next morning when I wake up? It's so good. There's a box of Cheerios in my suitcase, which is currently on the other side of the studio with all of my paints and supplies on top of it because there is no shelf space for them in the studio because the studio is very full and very small. Lino says, I have consistently eaten fruit and fiber my entire adult life, keeps me regular. I have not eaten fruit and fiber probably since the early 90s. And now I want to because that sounds delicious. And I used to really like it. I do love a Raisin Bran situation. I love a bran situation. I came home from Canada with like a huge bag of wheat bran so I can make bran muffins. Because none of the supermarkets in my area sell it. And there was like, here's some bran. It costs $3 for a huge bag, and I'm like, yes. I'm gonna live my best life and eat the best muffins. I like pouring grated cheese in my tomato soup, says Indigo. That's got to count for something. I mean, it counts for deliciousness. I approve. Sounds very nice. Anyways. But yeah, anyhow. Suitcase Cheerios, says Samantha. Yes, I also have a box of Special K in my suitcase. I have a 4-pack of Kraft Dinner, which I forgot I had until just now. A box of fruit roll-ups, a bag of marshmallows, and a couple of coffee crisps. So there you go. Linus says, I now feel like a bit of a weirdo for not having eaten raw noodles. I mean, no, it's very normal of you to have cooked noodles, honestly. See there, Samantha says she's never had raw noodles either. I will say they are crunchy. They are the good texture. I would refrain from putting the entire seasoning packet on the raw noodles because it is so heckin' salty. It really highlights how salty the seasoning packet that comes with your noodles is, which is, it's like all of your sodium for the day. I never use all of the seasoning packet when I make noodles. It's too salty. Anyways, Theo says, when I was a child, I used to eat rice puffs with jam and milk. I love them, the best texture. Ooh, jam. I love it. That sounds fancy. Samantha says, whether that makes it more or less weird, I leave to the listener to decide. Indigo does point out that they are technically not raw. That is correct. They are just, I just mean you're not boiling them at home. You're eating them straight out of the package. Because if they were actually raw, they wouldn't be safe to eat. Because you should not be eating raw wheat flour that hasn't been, like, cooked in some way. Because it can cause, like, tummy troubles and have bad stuff in it that you want cooked out. Because that's why if you really want to eat cookie dough, you can do it safely. You just have to take your flour and bake it. Just bake the flour in the oven for a few minutes to kill off any potential tummy troubles before making your cookie dough. And obviously, again, if you're going to be making cookie dough just for, like, eating for funsies and not making into cookies, also don't add any eggs because you don't want to be eating all that raw egg. Or just be me and recklessly eat, like, a tablespoon of the cookie dough as you're making cookies. As gosh intended. Thank you for the exclamation mark egg of any distractions. Hell yeah. Did you know that that a sunfish can release up to... I wish I had a way of making the egg command like a rotating set of egg facts. I don't know how to do that. That is beyond my tiny brain. But I feel like that would be cool. Okay, trying to make some semblance of human flesh colors. One of them I think is fairly close to mine. That's very dark and also not very nuanced. So I think I want to add probably a little bit of yellow to this. And a smidge of the violet. Well, now it's just gray, which is awesome. If I add some orange to that, I might be able to bring it back to a brownish. That's still grayish. Claw it back. Okay, we have a kind of brown. That'll do. Good. Okay. And then if I just kind of water it right down, hopefully I can create some approximations of human flesh. Oh no, Lido did an exclamation mark egg. I think there's a cooldown of like a minute on the exclamation mark egg. I think I did that just so people can't just like exclamation mark egg over and over and over again and just like copy paste it and spam the chat, because that's going to make it really hard for me to keep up with stuff. But I do apologize. If you try it again, it should work. Did you know that a gram of kiwi is more than 80% egg by volume? The kiwis... Hold on. Kiwi plaps. Plap, 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 plap goes the kiwi. And they look like this. And you can get a print of these kiwi birds in my shop right now. Just make it post 3 million times each use, says Samantha. No. No. That weirdly enough doesn't work for me. Anyways. But thank you. I would like to. I feel like kiwi eggs versus like sunfish eggs are like the opposite ends of the egg spectrum. You've got the kiwi egg where it's like, how did you fit that inside your body? And then how did you expel that out of your cloaca? Versus the sunfish egg, which are like a freshly born sunfish is like the size of a Cheerio. And they grow to up to 4 meters in length, which is just a ridiculous size difference between like freshly born young and fully grown adult. I think it might be the most radical size transformation of any creature in the world. They're certainly in like the top 3, if not the, you know. So I guess they should feel very proud of that, question mark? Not sure. Anyways, I think they should both feel very proud. That's what I think. Yes. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyways, does that make sense? I don't know. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Oh no, the camera stopped working. No. Hold up. Let me correct this. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm gonna do a little unpluggy-do. I'm gonna do a little replug-in-y-do. I'm gonna close out of the camera app, reopen the camera app, reconnect the USB cable, have a little look-see. We should... What the flip? No! There's no reason it shouldn't be working now. Oh, beans. Okay, hold up. This isn't very much fun to look at, but here, let me pop emotional support Gibble on screen in the meantime while I attempt to very quickly attempt to figure out what's going on with it. Well, that's not doing anything. Okay, at least I hope you're enjoying emotional support Gibble. Thank you for the Brussels sprouts for luck. I feel like I do need them. Okay, I'm gonna pop back to the difficulty screen, and apologize profusely for the issues that seem to have arisen. I'm going to actually close out of the camera app program. If I can find it, where are you? Camera hub and task, and I'm going to relaunch the app as well, and hope that will help. Usually it does, so hopefully that will do it. Please do it. Do it. Come on. It's thinking. It's loading. Are we back? We're back. Yay. You know what, I'm just gonna leave emotional support Gibble on the screen because I think he's cute. Gibble is one of my favorites. I just think he's neat. I like their little... I like that they're like weird kind of shark orbs with feet. It's nice. Samantha, this is Crack Bandicoot trying to steal Sammy's sanity through technical issues. Technical issues definitely do, they do test me. I will say they do test me a bit. I'm not always the most resilient of creatures. I don't know if hopefully you can't tell. I'm not always the most resilient of creatures. Oh no, he looks like a little tomato. Let me blot, because he's, I think, quite pale. Okay. And can I just get just a wisp less orange on this? It's a little bit more sort of a neutral beigey brownie situation. And it's very important to note, please note, they are holding hands because they love each other very much. Okay, good. Great news. They have human flesh. Oh, they're really out of focus. They've got human flesh. Hooray! Very important. We are getting so much painting done today. Getting so little painting done today. I'm sorry. But I mean, we're getting important things done. It's just these tiny details do take a little bit longer. Samantha says, vote for me at the UK general election, and I promise to banish all camera issues from our great nation. That would be hecking amazing, and I would love it. But to be perfectly honest, more importantly than that, what's your stance on public health care and funding it? For instance, they've got human flesh is rather ominous sentence out of context. Please don't ever take me out of context, because I feel like a lot of the things I say are unintentionally, probably bad. I don't know. I do seem to be the kind of individual where, depending on the circle of conversation I find myself in, I'll be listening to the other people chatting about this, that, or the other, like, regular everyday stuff. And I'll try and chime in with something that I think is, you know, relevant and interesting related to the conversation, and everyone will stop and then stare at me like I'm from a different planet. And I love that for me. It's probably because I say things like, there, they've got human flesh. Well, speaking of humans, there is this glitch that I've been noticing on, and I didn't realize it was a glitch at first. There's this glitch that's been happening on Instagram, where people posting static images as ads will just have, like, this music will play that is, like, the most cursed remix of Happy Birthday I've ever heard in my life. It feels like music that was created by an alien trying to approximate what they think humans like to listen to. It's terrible, and it's really uncomfortable, and like, I noticed it on several ads for unconnected businesses. One was for, like, a cleaning product, one was just a restaurant local to me, and then another one was, like, furniture, and I'm like, why are they all using, is this, like, a trending audio? But then why is it a trending audio? Because it's just bizarre. And it turns out that I searched around, because I was like, why is this music? And it turns out it is something that either Instagram is doing it on purpose, or it is some kind of glitch that this music is just playing on people's static image, like, ad posts, that they did not put there, and that the person who made the ad does not want on their post. And I've seen a few people in, like, the Reddit/Instagram page being like, how do I get rid of it? It doesn't suit my ad at all. And I feel like it's gonna turn people off of my business. And I'm like, oh no. Anyways, Samantha says, my stance on public healthcare is that we should tax everyone who has more than £100 million until they have less, and fund all the public services. I mean, it's just that simple, isn't it? Realistically, nobody needs that much money to live. So it's okay to share. In fact, I think it's polite, personally. Can't think of anything that I might take you out of context about. Certainly not at, say, a library. Oh no, what have I done? I'm gonna take a sip of one of my beverages. That's what I'm gonna do. No, that's better. Is it weird that Gibble is there? Is it weird that Gibble's there? I don't know. But anyways, Gibble lives here. For today, anyways. I think emotional support Gibble was, did come about when some years ago now, I did stream when the new Pokemon Legends game came out. I streamed that. It was a fun time. But I decided subsequently I was just gonna leave Gibble there as a little friend to turn up from time to time, because Gibble's cute, and why not? This guy, I'm gonna just steal some of this. I'm gonna steal some of the colors I've already made on here, because they re-wet really, really well, which is nice. Not all of not all paints re-wet well. Sometimes you get a paint that it dries down, and that's the end of like that bit of paint. But okay. Well, my moderator slash spouse is here, so I did say I was going to be ending early today. We have to go to the polls. Hey, Sunshine, what's up?
Sorry, you've got a few minutes.
I've got a few minutes. Okay, we've got a few minutes, but I don't want to take too long because we got to eat dinner and stuff afterwards as well.
Yeah, but also I want to decompress.
You want to decompress for a few minutes? Okay, he's going to decompress for a few minutes. Would you mind grabbing my ID while you're decompressing? Thank you. Because remember, if you haven't voted yet and you need to go to the polls today, bring a piece of ID because unfortunately the guys who were hopefully ousting in this election made that be a rule. So, 1 second.
Any post today?
Yep. Love you. Okay, let's finish coloring in these guys and then we will make a move. Lino says hello.
Hey.
Samantha also says welcome home.
Hello.
He says hello. Thank you. Theo says Gibble's excited about the house. Gibble missed their connection. Sad times is like, oh no. Were they waiting for the train? Oh, here, hold on. Can I put them standing? There we go. Now they're standing on the platform. Yay. I'm not sure they're going to fit on this train, but never mind. They're a little bit big for the house as well. Can I actually... I can move them around, which is kind of fun. Doof. 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 Anyways, I'm just making... I'm sorry. Is this stream insufferable? Am I making insufferable stream today? I have no idea. My brain is silly. Theo says hello, Map Man.
Hello.
He says hello. He is indeed a map man, and we love him. I mean, I certainly do. I love him so much that I married him. Hooray. Okie dokie. I need some just good old desert yellow. I think desert yellow is such a good color. Like, look at this yellow. It's so nice. It's so nice. I love it. No, you're being adorable. Ah, jeez. Ah, pretzels. You know I don't know what to do when people are nice to me. Anyways. Okay. Can I give you a little neck scarf? Yes, I can. Ugh. I swear the little guys that I paint into things are getting littler and littler. And it's getting harder and harder to paint in all of these teeny tiny details. I'm going to need a brush that's like just a single bristle. And somehow deal with that to solve for it, I think, at this point. 'Cause yeah. It's getting tough. It's really getting tough. Okay. If I add a little bit more of this deep... I love this deep sea violet. I think it's such a beautiful color. To the extent that that is what I'm gonna make this little guy's coat. Just a handsome little coat, like so. Feeling very comfy, I reckon. Which is neat. Oh, yeah, I think that looks cute and cozy. I bought some... I haven't been doing a lot of knitting lately, but I just bought some knitting wool a few weeks ago. Because I have a cardigan that I absolutely adore. And I've been trying to find, like, a replacement for this cardigan for so long. And I've decided to just remake it. So I'm gonna have just multiples of this cardigan, which I think will be... I think it's probably the best way to solve for it at this point, honestly. Because no one is making cardigans like these. Or if I found something similar, it's made out of like a synthetic wool that I don't want to use. Because I'm really more here for like natural fibers where and when I can. Just because I think they're comfier for me anyways. And also I know they are better for the environment. It is really hard to get away from, like, polyesters and whatnot, and similar synthetics, and, you know, I still use them as well, but if I have the choice, I will try and find, like a wool situation, or a linen, or a cotton, something like that. I just think that's neat. The trousers are gonna be green, and I'm just gonna steal this green, I think, and maybe just mix a little brown into it. Let's see what that gets me. Oh no, now I have that cursed happy birthday music stuck in my head. No! Oh, jeez. If you've never heard this music, I hope you never do. It's awful. It's so annoying and very, very off-putting. Dan, hi! Dan says, hello, happy shop update day. That's the most significant event happening in the UK or US today, right? That is very correct, Dan. Yes, absolutely. Also, hi, welcome in. How are you doing? It is very, very good to see you. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a lovely day as well. And yes, thank you for reminding me. I haven't put this in a bit. My shop just updated. We added a couple of cool new things. Feel free to check it out if and whenever you want to. It is there. Good, good, good. What other colors do I want to put these little lads in? I should probably paint in the rucksack as well, which is probably going to be like a sort of black-gray situation. So if I just steal a little bit of purple and just add a tiny slip of yellow to it, we should get something kind of grayish, I think. If my color theory is anything to go by. And it vaguely is, I think. There we go, little rucksack straps there. Over the shoulder. Okay, sweet, cool, good. Love it. What else? Ooh, Dan says, I just saw a rainbow. Nice, nice, nice. I love that for you. How wonderful. Aww. That's really sweet. I haven't seen a rainbow in forever. That's so nice. Aww. Lovely. Sweet. Very cool. Can I make sort of a jeans blue color? Hello, darling. Ah, somebody has my ID founded. Thank you, thank you. Okay, got a little jeans blue going on here. Cool. And can I take a tiny bit of orange and turn jeans blue into sweatshirt gray? Because again, a vague understanding of color theory. Hooray. Yeah, that'll do. Anyways. In case anyone's curious, and I'm sure you are curious, so I will let you know now. I'm having falafel and salad for dinner tonight because, I don't know, going out to vote feels like a big doodah, and the last thing I want to do after that is, like, a bunch of cooking. So I will be, enjoying a fairly simply put together salad with some delicious falafel. Wow, this is so jank. This is so jank, but it's so little. They're so tiny. So hopefully it's okay that they're kind of jank. I tried my best. I very much tried my best. Okie dokie. Are there any other really, really teeny tiny details we could put in? I think I want to do like the big portions of the house before I do the super tiny details, because I feel like in areas like that it's going to be easier to do it that way. But I guess if I could just make a larger field of gray and then sort of fill in the train tracks bit. I'm just going to kind of shade that down. So if I just pull up an amount of this deep violet color, and then an amount of this yellow, and just try and make something that's kind of gray. Can I try and make something that's kind of gray? I can. Okay, great. Let's plonk it down and see how it looks. Oh, it's grayish. That'll do. This is such a weird paint to be using for this painting. I'm not sure why I picked it. But it is a fun set of paints to use. Like, I'm happy about it. But it is kind of a weird choice for all of these teeny tiny details, because what makes the paints unique and interesting tend to show up when you do like larger washes with it, more so than this little tiny stuff. Okay, that's just supposed to look kind of shadowed down, but I feel like it looks a little bit almost too purple. So I'm going to add a little bit more yellow into it. And then try and, oh no, now it's brown. Now it's brown. Oh no. Oh no. Went too far in the other direction and now it's just kind of brown. Okay, that'll do. No, that looks weird. I think by the time it's all done, it should hopefully make some kind of sense at least. I hope it'll make some kind of sense at least. I feel like it will. I'm just gonna take what we have here, add some orange to it, and try and make it brownish for sort of the platform tiles that these guys are standing on. Because if you know this station, you know that the platform is quite brown, actually. So, and hopefully this will make more sense once we see that they're standing on a little platform. At least I hope, anyways. Doot doot doot. Okay. Doot doot. Sorry if I'm quiet. I'm concentrating on not accidentally painting in Baba Yaga Station's feet. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think that already makes more sense. I don't know. And when the train is painted in, it'll definitely make more sense. Okay. 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 Yes. Anyways, you know, I realize it is very early, but I think I am going to go get dressed and get ready to go vote, because we are going to have to do that imminently. Never mind. I'm not going to do that because we've got terrible drawing time. I'm going to do that first. And I do have minutes to do it. Aladdin, Daddy, Sexy, look at him go, hot boy, coming through for a terrible draw. None of these words mean anything to me. I mean, they do in isolation, but I don't understand it. But I'll do it anyways, because that's what this is all about. Okay. All right. Okay. How am I gonna interpret this? I have thoughts. I do have thoughts. Barely, but I do. I promise I do. First of all, I'm going to take a sip. Thank you for the terrible drawing time request. For anyone who doesn't know, terrible drawing time is this weird thing that I do on stream where for 5,000 channel points, I've got 5 minutes or less to draw a character or concept of your choosing from memory or sight unseen on the terrible drawing canvas. Here's our current canvas. It's weird. And I'm going to try. Theo says, thank you so much for staying long enough to draw my silly redeem. Yeah, absolutely, no problem. I welcome it and I love it, and I don't understand the reference, but I'm gonna try anyways. Where is the okay. So it is time. Let's go. 5 minutes on the clock, starting now. Okay, so I don't know what this is all about, and I'm gonna go in probably a weird direction, but so look at him go, hot boy coming through. Right, so he's gonna be going, and you know what? I'm not gonna preface it anymore. You're just gonna see. You're just gonna see what's going on. Okay. So here's the profile of this guy. Trying their best, and they this has taken me like a minute on the timer. Jeez Louise. Okay, but they've got like a lightning bolt on their face, because I thought of the David Bowie Aladdin Sane cover. So I'm making it be that because I can, and I think it's fun. And the hair is like this. They've got an ear, obviously, because most people do. And that is you know what, it was cool in the 70s, but also they're real sweaty. Just to note, the sheer amount of sweat coming off of this guy is pretty intense. Just so sweaty because it's a hot guy. It's a hot boy coming through here. But also it's important to note that they are also a daddy. So let me get there. I'm on my way. Hands going. Like so, but also importantly, they are carrying a here's a little baby that they're carrying in their little papoose, as you do. Maybe little chubby little baby legs sticking out here, because I think that's real cute. And they're like, oh geez, I'm on my way, with their little legs, which are weirdly short for their body, because I'm running out of space here. But they are going. But they're also sexy, so they are wearing a crop top and just a little pair of like booty shorts, I think, like so, because they're real sexy, and that's real sexy of them. So they're a hot guy. They're running for it. They're coming through. They gotta go. They've got little shoes on. And they are just a real cool but very sweaty dad. How did I do? Vyakadu says Gibble! Hell yeah! Emotional support Gibble is here with us today, because I needed an emotional support Gibble, I suppose. Also, hi, how's it going? Lovely to see you. Hello, darling. Okay, so this is terrible drawing time. Dad Aladdin says Lino. Daddy. There's a pun in there. I can't quite make it work. Anyways, I don't understand the context of this this prompt at all. Feel free to pop it in the Discord if you want to, because I am, now that this is done, it's time for me to go cast my vote and do my civic duty and all that jazz. I hope you like it. I hope you're happy. Technically, there's 30 seconds left on it. But yeah. I'm gonna go get some real trousers on, get my shoes on, gonna get a link to the Discord in the chat for anyone who is not in the Discord and wants to join. You can do that, it's right there. Please feel free. and know that you're awesome. Obviously, no pressure if you don't want to. It's a quiet place, but we have a fun time there. Yeah, you can share your work, share silly things. Let us know when you're live if you stream. Find out when I stream if you want to. But yeah, that was a very silly artwork. Is it good? No. Is it exactly what it says on the tin? It's terrible drawing time. Yes, that's terrible drawing time. Done! Alright. Yes, darling? Okay. I am going to raid us out with a little raid message. And I am going to be raiding and running, so. Here's a generic raid message with, you know what? I think some Kiwi Plaps. Because I just launched the Kiwi print in my shop. Which, again, shop updated today. Feel free to tell your friends. Support an independent artist who is trying their best and is very tired. I'm going to send us the generic raid messages in the chat now. And I will be back tomorrow morning. Doing the usual gubbins that I do on those mornings. Which is Hollow Knight. So we will be doing some Hollow Knight. Well, I don't always do Hollow Knight, but this time I'm doing Hollow Knight. And yeah. I'm so tired. My brain is not working correctly. We're raiding Kirsty, because Kirsty's cool, and we'll understand that I have to run. So I'm gonna go do that now. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Thank you. Good luck to everyone living in the UK. Good luck to us all. And yeah, I'll see you, hopefully very soon. Have a good rest of your Thursday. You're all breathtaking. Take care, everyone. Where's the thanks for watching screen? There it is. Goodbye, everybody, and good everything. Yeah. Goodbye.